Do you see the creep? Was made by me with the help of my wife. What is up, mates? My name is Ragoline. Welcome to um another podcast by myself, Ragoline. Yeah, that's me. I mean, it's the 13th one, and the topic is pretty interesting. And actually, I haven't done any subtopics. I mean, yeah, I will be talking about, I don't know what. I mean, I know the main topic, but how to, how's that describe, no, how to talk on that topic. I mean, you know it too, because you clicked on the video. Like, wow. Um, First of all, well, yeah, the creep. So we're ready to have a baby, and we are having him in 2 months, in 2.5 months, let's say that. And also, I was thinking, like, right before beginning the podcast, I was thinking about the fact that I I don't know who I want to work as. I don't care who I'm going to work as, just because I don't know. Why should I? I mean, I have everything I want, and I need to just have a job that may bring me and my family, so my wife and my son, may bring a house. That's it. Once me and my family, we get a house, I will not care about the job that I have, like all the things, all the fears shall just go away. Yeah, let it be so. All right. Anyways, the topic of this podcast is 2050 and of the world. I've made the pretty much same one in Russian on my Russian channel, and well, who would know, it was about the fact that the supercomputer said, technically, somewhat sad, whatever, that in the year 2050 the world shall die somewhat, but right after that, I was thinking about that for, not years. I think I first read it in 2023, maybe even earlier. But the fact is, like, there will be an end of the world, right? So, and we are like, we should be like that. But on the other hand, death is great. No, the thing is, it's not gonna happen. Even though the supercomputer is, hell of a clever one. People say that it's not smart enough, And at the end of the day, it couldn't say the truth. Why though? Anyway, the thing is, it said that because of the pollution and all the things that humans do in the 2050, I mean, we won't be able to be living in the world so pol- polite. No, in a world that, well, we won't be able to live in such a world, such a dirty, world. Ugh. And after I've read it, I was thinking, like, it was publicly everywhere. I mean, in the internet, on the internet, yeah. But nobody gave a single, you know what? And I thought, why? And then, in the year 2024, I think, I began thinking, like, maybe it's not true, And I googled, and it said that, yeah, the supercomputer probably was wrong. I don't know. And I'm thinking that people are not that dumb. I mean, people are dumb, helpless, stupid creature. But again, there are many really smart people. I mean, scientists or something. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe some politicians, but. Well, maybe. And why is everyone so calm, And then I realized that perhaps it's true, that it's not really true, that we are not gonna disappear in the year 2050. But I've already thought about the fact that that will be the end of the world. I mean, besides 2012, that didn't happen, which was I don't know, sad. Yeah, besides that, I mean, it was fine. I'm thinking about people, probably teenagers, who had sex because they thought that it's the day the world's gonna end, so what's gonna happen? I mean, it's already that bad, and nothing's gonna be, well, worse. But it didn't happen, so the girls gave birth, yeah, in the next year, in the 2013, yeah. I wonder how many children had gotten born. Yeah, I wonder. But again, the end of the world. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much all I've wanted to say. To talk about, but yeah, I don't believe in those things, even though I'm not afraid of them. I mean, the end of the world, it will be tomorrow. So, I mean, you can't do anything. So, what's the point of being scared? Even, even being scared, just because you are still. No, well, yeah, you're just gonna die. So, you won't need to do anything. You don't need to do anything. I mean, so it's better to do things like you always do, because if it doesn't happen, well, nothing changes. If it happens, who cares? You still die. Everyone still dies. So I think it's just a win-win. So I wanna say that believing in those things is also, well, kind of good, just because, well, and when you think about that, like I've just said, that you actually don't care. You may believe in that, but if you don't care and it doesn't happen, well, nothing changes for you. If it does happen, well, yeah, whatever. I mean, again, you're dead. What's the point? I think, I don't know, I'm sorry if it's not true. I think that Mexican people have the same vision of death, that, well, you died, whatever. And I like thinking that, in April I'm gonna talk about the what I believe in, like really generally what I believe in, like not some Christianity or I don't know, Muslim or something. What I really believe in April. Stay tuned. No, and in this one, I want to say that Mexican people are really smart. Yeah, not only because of the warning, but perhaps because they are thinking more easily, and it's not that, oh, we're gonna die, we need to do something with it. No, you really don't need to do anything with that. You're still gonna die. What's the point of doing something with that? It's like Japanese people who, I don't know, buy the, how's that called? The dead bed. The bed for dead. Grave. Well, all the stuff that they get ready for their death before their death. They spend money on that. They, well, yeah, spend money. They get ready. They spend time on that. What's the point? I mean, you're gonna die. Well, yeah. The only thing is that the only thing in that I understand, that I may understand, is that you help your family, your children, maybe grandchildren, who knows. But at the same time, your children, your grandchildren, whoever, they get your money, all you have. So they will buy everything they need to bury you. And once again, what was the point of spending a lot of money, a lot of time of yours to how's that called? Well, to buy a place on a graveyard, to buy a, I want to say creep. Why do I want to say creep? This is a creep. Well, to get ready for your death, there's no point in that. I mean, only if you are in that really, really deep in a debt, and after you die, it goes to your children. Well, yeah, that would be great if you had solved that situation, because I mean, it's hell of a stupid thing to think about. Anyway, yeah, what I wanted to say, actually, next month, the topic is gonna be alike, but still, maybe I will change it. We'll see. Yeah. Again. Yeah, actually, I will change it. How about that? And here, yeah, I like that. Again, there's no meaning. I mean, at least I right now don't understand the meaning of getting ready for your death. I mean, it happens, and you never know when. Well, except those moments when you die because you wanted to, like, want to say sacrifice, but it's called suicide, of course. Yeah, that's not cool, by the way. And about that, I thought, no, no, you got me wrong. When I'm thinking about suicide, not because I'm considering it something, when I'm just thinking about that, I am wondering, why do people do it? I mean, for real, no offense to nobody, but I mean, you have time to live, and again, you never know how much. Maybe you have dozens of years, maybe you have several minutes, and still, I mean, you can spend that time anyhow you want. So you may, I don't know, get drunk. Why not? Well, if it's minutes, it would be great. If it's dozens of years, yeah, if you get drunk every single day and really hard, then you're not gonna live long and healthy. So, and again, if you how's that called? Having too much sex with random people because you think like, yeah, I'm still gonna die someday. Well, first of all, the hell? And second of all, yeah, you are gonna have a lot of children. If you are a man perhaps you won't know even about them, but still, yeah, I mean, it's stupid. And suicide, especially if you have family of your own, like children, spouse, maybe even parents, that's really I don't even know the word in Russian, because it's terrible if you're even considering committing. But I mean, the only thing I may damn, I don't know English anymore. um I may maybe let people think about is suicide when you are too old and you're really tired of living, like in general. But still, in my opinion, however bad your life is, you may still keep living just to see what comes after. Well, that's maybe main reason for me to keep living and not even considering committing. Well, because I wonder what's next. Well, and obviously I have a family, I will have a son, I have a lovely wife, and so yeah, it's cruel to them to be thinking of such things. But yeah, I'm not thinking of them just because, like, there's no meaning, maybe. No, I mean, yeah, it's just awful to be thinking of such things. I want to break free, yeah. Maybe. Oh, yeah, you can do this. Okay, alright. So I wanted to have a podcast on the topic life and death. So life is interesting, even though it's hard. It's hard, I wanna say, anyway. Even if your parents are super rich and powerful and stuff, it's still gonna be not easy, difficult. Just because you will need to, even if you don't need to do things like you can just lie down and be lying, but it's gonna get boring and you're gonna want doing something, and that's when you realize that you need to do stuff, and you begin doing stuff, and then you maybe even start some job, maybe, who knows. I mean, it's just an idea. So yeah, life is cool, especially if you find what you wanted. For me, it was family of my own, my wonderful wife and children. Let's begin with one, right? Well, yeah, and so now I am just living the life I've always wanted. And even though, like, I have troubles with the job, um, yeah, I'm still living the best. Still living the best. I'm having the time of my life. I mean, whatever job I have, will have, and stuff, it's gonna be fine, since my dream, the very dream, has actually, how's that, come to me. No, it's better to say accomplished my dream. Well, you got the idea. And so, yeah, it's amazing. I don't know. I love my life. I love my wife. I love saying that because it's true. And so, yeah, that's life and death. Well, I talked pretty much enough about that, but still, death is okay. You know, again, you never know when it happens, and you can't get ready for your death. There are exceptions. Again, when you want to commit, when you ask people to kill you, you know, in hospitals, in some countries they let doing that. But still, usually you have no idea when, where, how you're gonna die. And not thankfully, luckily, you will die fast. However, I was doing what I was doing. I was thinking about the fact that I may be dying for some time, for, I don't know, seconds, minutes, hours, days, maybe even months. I don't know. Well, there is also weeks. And I think I'm gonna be fine with that. I mean, it's gonna end after all. It's not that bad, you know. It doesn't matter how much pain you will suffer, because at the end, you will be dead and you won't feel anything at all. And again, what I want to say. So, yeah, and like, if somebody offers killing you, like, in a moment, so you can't feel anything at all, for something, so you give him something and he kills you instantly, I don't think that I'm gonna agree, like, whatever he asks for. I mean, even though it's gonna be hard and painful, I think I'm gonna choose hard and painful death, just because, well, it's still living, even though, well, Yeah, not everyone's gonna name it living exactly, but I mean, why not? It's gonna be difficult, maybe the most difficult part of your life. I mean, living through this pain, but it's still, I don't know, it's still life. Life is full of pain, not only physical, but emotional too. But physical pain is worse, in my opinion, of course. I've had a lot of emotional pain back in the day. I've had, well, now I'm having some too, especially then people, when people fire me, for example. Yeah, that's terrible. And still, I think physical pain is much worse. I've Yeah, I think the worst physical pain I had gotten was when um, I did. I mean, when the surgeon did punction on me, and I couldn't lie down for very long. So I stood up, and my head started um, aching, you know. and it and that pain, well, first of all, that pain was mm, the most painful in my life, that's for sure. That's what you can't um, well, that's what you know for 100%. But nevertheless, it was for 2 weeks straight. Well, maybe 2 days more, 2 days less. It doesn't matter. Even 12 days of such an exaggerating pain in your head, it's unbelievable. So, yeah, technically, I've had a really hard time feeling my physical pain. Well, feeling a an awful pain, physical pain. And yes, I think that physical pain is much worse than emotional. And emotional pain, I I've never. Oh my god, I have no idea how to say that. I've never made a. It's something on C. I've never asked a girl to marry me, so she said no. I don't remember the word that you call it. So the only time I asked a girl to marry me was my wife, and she said yes. I love that moment. got down on my knee, asked her, and she said yes. Almost. No, not right away. I think she were puzzled because she didn't know I wanted to ask her, well, that. And commit, no. Comprehend, no. Whatever, yeah. And then I think I was standing on my knee and I was just looking at her, waiting to answer. And she said yes. And so it was one of the best days in my life. That's for sure. Maybe the best. But I remember only the end of that day. Well, when I asked her, when we spent time together. After that, we danced and stuff, played Scrabble. No, it was cool. Watched a movie. We watched. What's the movie we watched? I remember it. I just don't remember the name. Yeah, I remember the movie. I don't remember the name. Whatever. Yeah, so that's life. Life is cool and interesting when you can talk about it. When you know that there are things that you can actually talk about. When life is talkless, if it makes sense. When you can't talk about your life, when you don't know what to say about you, about what's happening in your life. Well, yeah, that's when it may get boring. But again, it's not a reason to commit. This podcast is not a social advertisement that tells you not to commit or something. But again, I myself don't understand and see the possible reasons to do that. Well, of course, it's their decision, and I don't want to. No, you know what? No. I mean, yes, it's their decision, but it's not a reason to let them do that. I think they just don't understand. That's it. Okay, yeah, that's really a little weird. I think this podcast, like in general, but yeah, this year I will have so many podcasts about parenting, about the fact that I'm a father now and stuff. Yeah. Unbelievably, it's like that. Nonetheless, thank you very much for watching this video. Or maybe listening to this podcast. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and maybe leave a comment down below. I would really appreciate that. Have a nice life.